Okay, I got a quick one today, guys. I'm breaking from the normal Sunday schedule because three things just happened to NIO's battery swap business in the same 2-week window. And if you care about the swap thesis, then all three of these really matter, in my opinion. The swap 5 generation station, generation 5, whatever you want to call it. It's August 7th, and it's actually going live. So we're going to talk about that. And then the second thing is, there's word on the street of a next generation cell that could possibly reach all the way back to the original 2018 ES8. Meaning if you're driving an original 2018 ES8, this new cell generation, you're pretty much going to be able to take advantage of it from everything I saw. I'm going to show you guys the video. Okay, and the third thing is NIO just handed 500 stations to a partner to hit a goal it's currently pretty much behind on, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first. On August 7th in Guangzhou, Fujian, remember I don't speak Mandarin, guys, okay? So y'all know I'm about to F up some names, okay? So on August 7th, that's this Friday, in Guangzhou, Fujian province, this province right here, NIO's pretty much going to flip the switch on its 5th generation battery swap station. And it's not just any station. It's also the 4,000th swap station NIO's built in China. So this is a pretty kind of historic thing. If you live in China, Eric G, that's you. You know, maybe you can go and check it out. It would be very cool if somebody got some footage of it, if it is a public thing. So here's why the Gen 5 station actually matters so much. It's not just really a round number milestone. Every earlier generation of NIO swap station was built around a very narrow range of vehicle wheelbases. That's part of the reason why Firefly, NIO's cheapest brand, I won't say cheapest, let's just say most affordable, right? Okay, come on. Pretty much why Firefly has never had swap access, okay? So its wheelbase was just too short for the 4th gen architecture. So Gen 5 is like a from scratch redesign specifically so one station can physically handle everything from the compact Firefly at 4 meters long up to the ES9 flagship at 5.3 meters. So same station, 3 different brands, Anvo, Firefly, NIO. So the numbers. So you've got roughly a 20% capacity increase over Gen 4. So that's up to about 500 swaps a day per station, okay? And swap, you know, pretty much because the swap time has been decreased. The swap time has been cut to 1 minute, 48 seconds. That's down from 2 minutes and 24 seconds, 25% improvement. So, I mean, I would just be happy with a 5-minute swap. Hell, a 10-minute swap. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I mean, maybe not a 10-minute, but a 5-minute. Okay, 5-minute. That's how much time we spend at a gas station anyway. Let's keep it real. Okay, so we're stuck here at gas stations in America. Y'all in China, you're living the life, okay? You're living the life. Even in Dubai, you're living the life. Okay, let's continue. Now, the honest caveat, because I try not to let NIO news hype me past the facts, okay? This date has moved 3 times, okay? A trial operation was originally supposed to happen before Christmas of 2025, okay? Then that date slid to Q1 of this year. Then that date slid to Q2. Then finally they said July or August. William Lee's own explanation for this was that they did a ground-up redesign of the station architecture to handle that wider range of wheelbases, you know, to include the Firefly. And that is a legitimate engineering reason. I mean, let's be real, okay? But still, the 4th date, that's the 4th date they've given this year for this rollout. Well, August 7th is a real date on a real calendar where it holds is what we're going to be watching for. But I got faith it's going to happen. All right. So if you're in China, please get some footage. Eric G, please. Okay. Okay, here's the one I really kind of wanted to nail down before I put this video out. But how does higher energy density actually reach an 8-year-old car? Okay. Well, NIO's president, Quinn Leong, hopefully I got his name right. If I didn't, somebody correct me. I'm not going to work on my Mandarin. So Quinn Leong, he pretty much laid it out directly in a recent investor update. There's a video that Master P put on his, I mean, not Master P, but Mr. P. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Master P, Mr. P, ice cream man. Okay. All right. Anyway, so Mr. P, he put out the video. I'm going to show it to y'all right now. And it's worth walking through because it's the entire mechanism behind the backward compatibility promise that they were talking about. But first, let's watch the video real quick. Here we go.
Everyone knows that in the future, because we've switched to electric, our NIO, Firefly and Alps brand vehicles, regardless of iteration, the battery casing itself cannot be iterated. The size stays the same, the shape stays the same, and so do the connection points. So we aim to, within the existing casing, further improve the battery's specs and increase its capacity. So as long as the dimensions of our swappable battery remain unchanged, we hope to continuously iterate on our energy density. The key is through our battery swap system and the battery's flexible upgrade mechanism. All of our users, including those with the original ES8 launched 8 years ago, will all have the opportunity, 1 or 2 years from now, to use our latest battery. This is something we've built for the world, and it's a real differentiator for our users.
Okay, so y'all saw, just like I saw, it is translated. So, I mean, I'm assuming the translation is correct. I could not find any physical, like articles about it yet, but, I'm taking him at his word. Okay. And Mr. P is pretty solid with this video. So, hey, it's not investment advice, right? It's not Miami Vice. It's not health advice. It's not relationship advice. It's not a vice grip. It's not any kind of advice. This is just all entertainment. It's all your imagination. Okay, let's continue. So NIO locks the physical dimensions, the shape, and the connection points of its swap battery packs across like every vehicle generation. And y'all just saw that Quinn Leong, he was pretty much talking about that they're going to change the battery chemistry inside of it, but keep those physical dimensions so that, it can work, be backward compatible with the older car. So when they want to push energy density higher, they only touch what's inside the case, the cell structure and the chemistry. This isn't just a promise on a slide either. NIO is independently confirmed to be developing an in-house large format cylindrical cell. It's reported to be in the 4680 family range, and that's going to be around 292 watt hours per kilogram. And it's already using that cell family to supply packs to the McLaren. So I'm going to post a link to that. And so that's kind of got low volume production right now, but it's still targeted for this year. So the underlying chemistry work is real and already shipping somewhere. Yay! Okay, so let's play devil's advocate a little bit because I like to stay fair and impartial. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna do it, wouldn't be prudent, not this juncture. Okay, so the skeptical read is the standardized casing is real and it's proven, okay? NIO's done this exact move before, but what's actually not proven yet is when a cylindrical pack actually reaches customers and at what cost, and whether can technically fit becomes NIO will actually build and sell you one, okay? So worth remembering too, that NIO's own CEO, Li Bin, has been publicly pushing the whole Chinese EV industry to standardize around 4 or 5 battery cell formats, specifically because rapid iteration has been pretty much wasteful and it's not free, So a locked form factor is not the same thing as a shipping product, but we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. Now, this is the third story that I think is pretty important because this is pretty much what's gonna help NIO meet those goals about deploying 1,000 swap stations this year, 2026. So basically on June 25th, NIO Power signed a new agreement with Zhongan Energy. I think that's how you pronounce them, Zhongan Energy. Okay, so that's pretty much a joint venture that NIO helped set up back in January of 2024 with the NIO provincial government and a battery maker called Goshen. Okay, and they're supposed to jointly build 500 more battery swap stations within 1 year, this year. Okay, and this isn't Zhongan's first swap station. The first batch of 50 actually went live in Anhui province back in December 2025. So hopefully somebody can, verify that. But that would be the Gen 4, not the Gen 5. NIO committed to adding more than 1,000 swap stations in 2026. As of early August, they built roughly 318 of them, which is not bad, but they're running behind. So that's about 32% of this annual target, with 2/3 of the year already gone, okay? So NIO's own plan to close that gap is pretty aggressive. Over 100 new stations a month starting in September, and over 150 a month from October through December. That's roughly 450 stations in Q4 alone. So again, y'all know how NIO is with setting these ambitious targets, but we're gonna see. So handing 500 stations to a partner isn't just expansion, it's load-bearing infrastructure for a target NIO is currently behind on. And there's real financial reason to lean on partners instead of building it all themselves. The hardware alone for a 4th gen station runs about 1.5 million yuan. Okay, that's about 210,000 USD. Okay, that's before land and before power infrastructure. But let me just say something. I did some digging. It costs it's damn near $1.5 million to build a gas station in America. Okay, I'm talking just the station without the convenience store. I mean, roughly I think I saw 700,000 to anywhere 1.2, 1.3 million. And then if you want a convenience store on top of that, you can be going to 3, 4, 5 million and up, So to build a swap station is cheaper, okay? So NIO has told investors 2026 is the year that it's going to hit full year non-GAAP operating profit, okay? If y'all, not GAAP like the store, like Baby Gap, it's like general accounting. You accountants chime in, let us know what GAAP is, but basically they need to hit GAAP operating profit, and they say they're going to do it this year. So every station Zhongan builds is one NIO doesn't have to fund off its own balance sheet while chasing that number. So here's where I land with this quick video. Individually, none of these 3 stories is shocking per se, okay? A new station generation, a battery roadmap rumor, a construction partner, but together, all put together, they tell a clear story. NIO is racing to make the swap network wider. More brands, more vehicles, while it's also racing to make it bigger, faster, using other people's capital to do it. And we love when NIO uses other people's capital, as long as they don't dilute the share count anymore, okay? But that's another story. Okay, that's not automatically bullish or bearish, okay, in my opinion. This is more a company that has bet its whole identity on this infrastructure, and they're behind on pace. And they're now pulling every lever that they got to close the gap before year end. And I think they're going to do it. That's just me. So whether Generation 5 swap stations holds its August 7th date for the go live, and whether that cylindrical battery story checks out, those are going to be the 2 threads that I'm going to be pulling for. Okay? So I hope this video was informational and entertaining, or whatever you want to call it. But y'all know what I'm about to say.
Who's that?